Good morning children, I am Sharmila Miss here. This year for 5th standard I am going to take up English. Okay, so first this is the first online session of English. I welcome all of you for the online classes. So first we are going to do the bridge course in English. Okay, so you know what is the meaning of bridge course. Bridge course is nothing but we are going to do a brief revision of whatever we have studied in our previous class. So that is called as the bridge course. You know English is a basic language which you have to know very well. If you know English very well, it is easy for you to learn all the other subjects, like it could be maths, it could be science, or it could be social. So now first let us concentrate on English. English you know very well. English means it has got alphabets. Okay, you know English has got alphabets. Alphabets are from A to Z. Okay, you know English has got alphabets from A to Z. And totally, that is from A to Z, these alphabets can be divided into two groups. One we call as the vowels. Okay, so vowels means it is A, E, I, O, U. So these are called as the vowels, and all the other rest of the alphabets comes under consonants. Okay, so now this is the basic thing what you have to know in English, and these alphabets can be written in two ways. That is, we call them as the big alphabets. Big alphabets, or they are also called as capital letters. Okay, so they are also called as capital letters. And the next is the same alphabets can be written as small alphabets. Okay, and these small alphabets as you go to the higher classes, it can be written in the cursive writing. Okay, so this is called as the cursive writing. Cursive writing is nothing but you write with joining the letters. So this is the basic thing what you have to know about the English alphabets. And apart from this, okay, so apart from this, we can learn some grammar today. And the main part of the grammar today what we are going to learn is parts of the speech. So now I will give you just a small recap of what is the meaning of alphabets. Okay, alphabets means we have got from A to Z, and in this alphabets it can be divided into two groups. One is called as the vowels, and in vowels you have A, E, I, O, U, and the rest of the alphabets are called as the consonants. And alphabets can be written in two ways. One we call it as the big alphabets, or we call them as the capital letters. And the next we call them as the small alphabets, or when you go to the higher classes, you change them into the cursive writing. Cursive writing is nothing but joining the letters and writing. Okay, so now we'll go on to the next step. Now the next thing what we are going to learn is parts of a speech. Okay, parts of a speech means the different names given to the different groups. So now for example, in parts of a speech, first one you have as the noun. Okay, the second one you have is verb. The third one is adverb. The fourth one is a pronoun. The fifth one is conjunction. The sixth one is preposition. The seventh one is adjective. So these are called as the parts of a speech. The first one is the noun, the second is the verb, the third is the adverb, the fourth is the pronoun, the fifth one is the conjunction, the sixth one is the preposition, and the seventh one is the adjective. So out of this, today we are going to learn about the first two, that is the noun and the verb. Now first thing we'll see about the noun. This is the definition of a noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal or things. Once more I'll repeat it to you. Noun, its definition is a noun is the name of a person, place, animal or things. Okay, so now for each I have given you two examples. Now just look at the examples. For a person I have given you two names, that is Ramu, Geeta. For the place I have given you two examples, Delhi, Bangalore. For animals, tiger, monkey. Things, fan, table. Okay, so this is about the nouns. So wherever a place, a name of a person or a place starts, we have to use the capital letter for the first word. The second one what we are going to see in the parts of speech is the verb. This is the definition for the verb. A verb is a word which shows action or what a person is doing. It is also called as action words. Once again listen to the definition. This is the definition of the verb. A verb is a word which shows action or what a person is doing. It is also called as action words. Why they are called as action words? Because they tell us what a person is actually doing. So it is called as the activity. The activity can be described in the form of actions. So now here are few examples for you. The boys are playing cricket. So now you can see that I have underlined playing. So the word playing is the verb in this sentence. So this playing can be shown in the form of action. The second one is Meena is singing on the stage. So I have underlined singing. So singing is the action word or the verb in this sentence. The third one is the baby is crying. So I have underlined crying. So crying is the verb. And the fourth one is mother is cooking food. So I have underlined the word cooking. So cooking is the verb or the action word. Okay, so once again you can look at the examples. The boys are playing cricket. And I have underlined the verb playing. Meena is singing on the stage. So the verb underlined here is singing. The baby is crying. So I have underlined crying and crying is the verb. Mother is cooking food. So I have underlined cooking and cooking is the verb. So now I have taught to you about two parts of a speech. One is the noun and one is the verb. So now you have to take your books, take 100 pages single line book from your books what you have purchased from your school. Don't go to the shops to buy the book. From the book set what you have purchased, from that take 100 lines single line book and mention it as the English assignment book and take down the assignment now. So now I think you are ready for your assignment. Okay, your assignment, once again I am telling you, use the 100 pages single line book from the book set what you have purchased from your school. Okay, so the first assignment is write the big alphabets one time. Second one is write the small alphabets one time. Both is from A to Z. Third one is write 5 sentences using the nouns and underline the noun. So whatever examples I have given you, I want you to use it in the form of sentences. Not only the names of the nouns but also in the form of sentences. And in the sentence you have to underline the noun. The fourth one is write 5 sentences using verbs and underline the verb. So after you write the sentence, which word shows you the action, underline that as the verb. So now this is your assignment. The assignment has to be done today itself. Keep your assignments ready and a date will be given. You have to submit your assignments in the book in which we have asked you to write. And if you have any doubts, make a note of it and keep. In the next session we will clarify all your doubts. Thank you.